Right now, as you watch this video, you are surrounded. In fact, there are more microscopic creatures living on your hand right now than there are humans on the entire planet Earth. But don't panic just yet. Some of these invisible monsters are currently saving your life, while others are trying to ruin your week. Today, we are breaking down DAV Book Ideas Class 8 Chapter 2, Microorganisms, Friend or Foe. Let's find out who is secretly on your side. If I told you that you willingly eat millions of bacteria every single day, would you believe me? Think about your favorite fluffy bread or a bowl of curd. Without a microscopic fungus named yeast farting carbon dioxide bubbles into your dough, your pizza crust and bread would be as hard as a rock. Let's look at how these tiny chefs run the food industry. 1. Introduction to microorganisms and AMP. Taxonomic classification. Microorganisms are minuscule living entities that are invisible to the naked human eye. The study of these organisms is called microbiology. The microscope milestone. Anton van Leeuwenhoek first observed bacteria using a single lens microscope he designed himself. Broad categorization. Microorganisms are classified into 4 major divisions based on cellular structure and characteristics. O. Bacteria. Single-celled prokaryotic organisms, e.g., Vibrio cholerae, Staphylococcus. O. Fungi. Eukaryotic organisms that act as decomposers, ranging from single-celled yeasts to multicellular bread molds. O. Protozoa. Single-celled eukaryotic organisms, often mobile and animal-like, e.g., Amoeba, Paramoecium, Euglena. O. Algae. Photosynthetic eukaryotic microorganisms, including single-celled variants like chlorella and multicellular, filamentous forms like Spirogyra. Light bulb. Interesting fact. The bacterial weight of the world. If you weighed every living thing on Earth, microbes would make up about 15% to 20% of the planet's total biomass. In contrast, all of humanity accounts for a mere fraction of a percent, around 0.01%. 2. The unique case of viruses. Viruses occupy a highly debated, ambiguous boundary between the living and non-living worlds. Extracellular state, non-living, outside a host. Viruses are completely inert macromolecular structures. They lack cellular machinery, cannot carry out metabolism, and can even be crystallized and stored indefinitely in a jar like chemicals. Intracellular state, living. Once they infect a suitable host cell, bacterial, plant, or animal, they inject their genetic material, hijack the host cellular machinery, and reproduce rapidly. Light bulb. Interesting fact. Genetic fossil remnants. Roughly 8% of human DNA is made up of ancient viral remnants left behind by viruses that infected our ancestors millions of years ago. These are known as endogenous retroviruses. 3. Habitats and extremophilism. Microorganisms possess unparalleled adaptability, allowing them to colonize virtually every ecological niche on the planet, including environments that are immediately lethal to macroscopic life. Specialized organisms that thrive in harsh conditions are called extremophiles. Hyperthermophiles. Microbes capable of metabolic growth at extreme temperatures ranging from 80 circ, text C to 122 circ, text C, such as those found in deep-sea hydrothermal vents. Cryophiles, psychrophilic, organisms optimized to thrive at or below 15 circ, text C, native to polar ice and deep-sea trenches. Hypolates. Microbes that live inside the tiny pore spaces of rocks in cold, arid deserts. 4. Microbes as friends, symbiosis and AMP. Anthropogenic utility. The vast majority of microorganisms are non-pathogenic and provide crucial ecological and industrial benefits. The human microbiome. The human body is an ecosystem hosting dense microbial populations. For example, human saliva contains roughly 100 million bacteria per gram. Human skin contains approximately 10 million bacteria per centimeter square near the nose. The large intestine utilizes specialized symbiotic bacteria to break down complex carbohydrates and maintain human metabolic equilibrium. Industrial and agricultural applications. Here are the simplified, exam-focused notes specifically for Class 8 Science CBSE DAV Shawl. Chapter: Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. Industrial applications, Class 8 level. In industries, microorganisms are grown on a large scale to produce alcohol, wine, vinegar, and medicines. 1. Commercial use, making alcohol and vinegar. The process of fermentation. Yeast is used for the commercial production of alcohol and wine. Yeast is grown on natural sugars present in grains like barley, wheat, rice, and crushed fruit juices. Definition of fermentation. The process of conversion of sugar into alcohol by yeast is known as fermentation. Production of vinegar. Bacteria are used to convert alcohol into acetic acid, commonly known as vinegar. Light bulb historical fact for Class 8. Louis Pasteur discovered fermentation in the year 1857. Imagine saving millions of lives completely by accident because you forgot to wash your dishes. That's exactly how Alexander Fleming discovered the world's first antibiotic, penicillin, in 1929. He left a petri dish out, went on vacation, and came back to find a mold that had literally created a no-kill zone against bacteria. But beware. If you misuse these medicines, the bacteria can fight back. Here's what you need to know for your exam. 2. Medicinal use, antibiotics and vaccines. Antibiotics. Whenever you fall ill, the doctor may give you some antibiotic tablets, capsules, or injections, like penicillin. These medicines kill or stop the growth of disease-causing microorganisms. Common examples: streptomycin, tetracycline, and erythromycin are some of the commonly known antibiotics made from fungi and bacteria. Vaccines. When a disease-carrying microbe enters our body, the body produces antibodies to fight the invader. A vaccine introduces dead or weakened microbes into a healthy body. The body fights and kills them by producing suitable antibodies, which remain in the body forever to protect us from future infections. Diseases like cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox, and hepatitis can be prevented by vaccination. Light bulb historical facts for Class 8. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1929 while working on a culture of disease-causing bacteria. Edward Jenner discovered the vaccine for smallpox in 1798. Agricultural applications, Class 8 level. In agriculture, microbes are mainly used to increase soil fertility and clean up the environment. 1. Increasing soil fertility, nitrogen fixation. Biological nitrogen fixers. Some bacteria and blue-green algae are able to fix nitrogen gas from the atmosphere to enrich the soil with nitrogen and increase its fertility. These microbes are commonly called biological nitrogen fixers. Rhizobium bacteria. The bacterium Rhizobium lives in the root nodules of leguminous plants, like peas and beans. It forms a symbiotic relationship where it takes shelter from the plant and, in return, converts atmospheric nitrogen into a form the plant can easily absorb. 2. Cleaning the environment, decomposition, natural decomposers. Microorganisms perform a crucial cleanup job by breaking down organic waste. Making manure. Plant waste, vegetable peels, and animal dung are converted into useful manure by the action of microbes. The nutrients released in this process are reused by new plants. Breaking down pollutants. Microbes decompose harmful and smelly substances, thereby cleaning up the environment. For example, plastics and glass cannot be broken down by microbes, which is why they do not turn into manure. Warning: Class 8 warning note on antibiotics. Antibiotics should be taken only on the advice of a qualified doctor. If you take antibiotics when not needed or in wrong doses, It makes the drug less effective when you might need it in the future. Also, antibiotics are not effective against cold and flu because these are caused by viruses, not bacteria. But it's not all pizza and curd. What if I told you the deadliest animal on Earth isn't a shark or a tiger? It's a tiny insect that carries an even tinier passenger. Meet the female Anopheles mosquito. She doesn't actually give you malaria. She's just the Uber driver for a microscopic protozoan parasite. Here is how these tiny villains infiltrate our bodies. 5. Microbes as foes. Pathogenicity and AMP. Vectors. Pathogenic microorganisms disrupt host homeostasis by invading tissues and releasing harmful metabolic toxins. Transmission pathways and AMP. Disease vectors. Communicable diseases spread through distinct routes. Airborne droplets. Inhaling moisture droplets from coughs, sneezes, e.g., tuberculosis, influenza. Water, food contamination. Ingesting material contaminated with fecal matter or pathogens, e.g., cholera, typhoid. Biological vectors. Animal carriers that transport pathogens without contracting the disease themselves. O. Female Anopheles mosquito. Transmits the Plasmodium protozoan responsible for malaria. O. Aedes mosquito. Transmits the dengue virus. Agricultural impact. Plant pathogens present significant economic and food security risks, targeting major crop variants. Citrus canker. A highly contagious bacterial disease affecting citrus trees. Wheat rust. A devastating fungal infection that destroys wheat crops. Tobacco mosaic virus, TMV. A viral disease affecting tobacco and other solanaceous plants. Light bulb historical highlight. The Irish potato famine. In 1845 to 1849, the oomycete, water mold, Phytophthora infestans caused late blight disease, wiping out Ireland's potato crops. Because potatoes were the primary food source for a third of the population, the resulting famine caused roughly 1 million deaths and forced a massive wave of emigration. 6. Food spoilage and preservation technologies. When microbes multiply unchecked on food, they produce toxic byproducts, resulting in food poisoning. Major toxin-producing genera include Clostridium, responsible for deadly botulism, Staphylococcus, and Aspergillus. To prevent spoilage, preservation techniques manipulate water availability, temperature, and oxygen levels to create an environment where microbes cannot survive or reproduce. 1. Moisture control, altering osmotic pressure, dehydration. Removing water halts microbial metabolic processes, as water is required for enzymatic reactions. Salting and sugaring. Adding high concentrations of salt or sugar creates a hypertonic environment. This exerts high osmotic pressure, drawing water completely out of microbial cells, plasmolysis, and killing them. 2. Thermal management. Pasteurization. A method developed by Louis Pasteur where liquids, like milk, are heated to a specific temperature, e.g., 72 C, for a short time to kill pathogenic vegetative cells, followed by rapid cooling to prevent surviving spores from germinating. Freezing. Low temperatures slow down microbial enzymatic activities to a near halt. Note: freezing does not reliably kill microbes. It merely keeps them dormant until the food thaws. 3. Atmospheric modification, vacuum packing and AMP. Canning. Sealing food in airtight environments removes molecular oxygen, O2. This prevents the growth of obligate aerobic spoilage organisms, organisms that require oxygen to breathe. Exercise. Questions and answers. Here are the complete solutions to the textbook exercise questions for Class 8 Science, Chapter Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. Question 1. Fill in the blanks. A. Microorganisms can be seen with the help of a microscope. B. Blue-green algae fix nitrogen directly from the air to enhance the fertility of soil. C. Alcohol is produced with the help of yeast. D. Cholera is caused by bacteria. Question 2. Tick the correct answer. A. Yeast is used in the production of I. Sugar, E. Alcohol, checkmark, E. Hydrochloric acid, IV. Oxygen, B. The following is an antibiotic. I. Sodium bicarbonate, E. Streptomycin, checkmark, E. Alcohol, IV. Yeast, C. Carrier of malaria causing protozoan is I. Female Anopheles mosquito, checkmark, E. Cockroach, E. Housefly, IV. Butterfly, D. The most common carrier of communicable diseases is I. Ant, E. Housefly, checkmark, E. Dragonfly, IV. Spider, E. The bread or idli dough rises because of I. Heat, E. Grinding, E. Growth of yeast cells, checkmark, IV. Kneading, F. The process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is called I. Nitrogen fixation, E. Molding, E. Fermentation, checkmark, IV. Infection. Question 4. Can microorganisms be seen with the naked eye? If not, how can they be seen? Answer. No, microorganisms cannot be seen with the naked eye because they are too small. They can only be observed using a microscope. However, some fungi, such as those that grow on moist bread, can be seen with a simple magnifying glass. Question 5. What are the major groups of microorganisms? Answer. Microorganisms are divided into 4 main groups. 1. Bacteria, e.g., Lactobacillus. 2. Fungi, e.g., bread mold, Penicillium. 3. Protozoa, e.g., Amoeba, Paramoecium. 4. Algae, e.g., Spirogyra, Chlorella. Note: viruses are also microscopic but are considered different because they only reproduce inside host cells. Question 6. Name the microorganisms which can fix atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. Answer. Microorganisms that fix atmospheric nitrogen include Rhizobium bacteria, found in root nodules of leguminous plants. Blue-green algae, cyanobacteria, azotobacter, free-living soil bacteria. Question 7. Write 10 lines on the usefulness of microorganisms in our lives. Answer. 1. Lactobacillus bacteria help in converting milk into curd. 2. Yeast is heavily used in the baking industry to make fluffy bread, cakes, and pastries. 3. Yeast is also used for the large-scale commercial production of alcohol and wine. 4. Bacteria are used to make organic acids like acetic acid, vinegar. 5. Many life-saving antibiotics, like streptomycin and tetracycline, are produced from fungi and bacteria. 6. Microorganisms are essential for making vaccines that protect us from dangerous diseases. 7. Decomposers break down dead plant and animal matter, cleaning up the environment. 8. The organic materials broken down by microbes turn into nutrient-rich manure for farming. 9. Nitrogen-fixing bacteria improve soil fertility, reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. 10. Bacteria are involved in the fermentation of popular daily foods like idli, dosa, cheese, and pickles. Question 8. Write a short paragraph on the harmful effects of microorganisms. Answer. Microorganisms act as foes when they cause diseases in humans, animals, and plants. In humans, pathogens cause infectious illnesses like cholera, tuberculosis, and typhoid, bacterial, or influenza and polio, viral. They also cause severe animal diseases, such as foot and mouth disease in cattle. In agriculture, microbial infections like citrus canker and wheat rust damage crops and reduce yields. Additionally, spoilage bacteria and molds grow on uncovered or poorly preserved food, producing hazardous toxins that cause severe food poisoning when consumed. Question 9. What are antibiotics? What precautions must be taken while taking antibiotics? Answer. Antibiotics are medicines derived from microorganisms, like fungi and bacteria, that kill or stop the growth of disease-causing bacteria in the body. Precautions to be taken. They should be taken only upon the clear advice of a qualified doctor. The complete course prescribed by the doctor must be finished to ensure all pathogens are destroyed. They should not be taken unnecessarily or in incorrect doses, as this makes the bacteria resistant, rendering the drug less effective in the future. Antibiotics should not be taken to treat viral infections like the common cold or flu, because they are ineffective against viruses. So, are microbes ultimate friends or deadly foes? The truth is, they are a bit of both. Now, if this video helped you understand your Class 8 chapter just a little bit better, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button so other students can find this video too. Share this in your school WhatsApp group to help your friends ace their next science test, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a chapter breakdown. Drop a comment below. What's the most surprising fact you learned today? Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.